That they are also listening. And they have got nothing personal against any student.
Lordship, I'm for the review applicant. I'm being led by Mr. Shomu Mujumdar, Lordship. I'm for the review applicant, Lordship. I'm being led by Mr. Shomu Mujumdar, Lordship. May I just hold the brief and, my Lord, recapitulate the events as to why, to satisfy as to why we are before your Lordships today.
Section 5 allowed it? Bullen is Section 5.
May I briefly recapitulate the events, Lordship? In 2020, Lordship, our Lordship Justice Mousumi Bhattacharya. Yes, Lordship, we have received that, Lordship. We are intending to file an exception to that report, Lordship. We may I'm also handing over the copy to my learned senior. Lordship, in the meantime, yes, Lordship, may I come to that, Lordship? I just have to recapitulate the events, Lordship, to satisfy your Lordship as to where the anomaly lies, Lordship. This, Lordship, we were not party to the MAT, Rajibram. We are not parties, Lordship, but somehow the rights were reinstated by my lords by order in this MAT, Lordship, and we were reinstated because we were wrongfully removed from the candidates, 14,052 candidates who were by my lordship's order, judgment and order, directed to be recommended for final appointment. Yes, Lordship, we were precluded by way of an affidavit by the SSC. We were precluded from that number of 233. Yes, Lordship. Yes, Lordship, but no permission was actually granted. We can show that, Lordship. Lordship, as no publication as to the removal was ever published on the website of the SSC and no intimation, we were never intimated that we were removed, Lordship, until this order of your Lordship. Lordship, this first affidavit of 12 September 2021, Lordship, we were 2022, Lordship.
My Lord,
you are never excluded, my Lord. May I indicate the page numbers, Lordship?
Page 315. That is the original order of Justice Talukdar. Yes. Yes, that is how it starts.
No, Lordship.
My Lord, at the end, let me place the relevant parts from, may I place the relevant parts of the order? First, page 319, there it is stated that paragraph 9 states as follows, what we intend to do. There, on the next page, the court observes, accordingly on the basis of paragraph 9, read with paragraph 10 and 11 of the said affidavit, learned counsel for the SSC seek the leave of the court to conduct the interview personality test of 1585 candidates. This figure 1585 comes after removing 233.
Lordship.
Now, if your lordships kindly come to the very end of the judgment, what my learned friend is trying to say, that there was no specific exclusion of 223 candidates. But the court directed at the very end, that is page 324, the last paragraph. (324). In the backdrop of the above discussion, the SSC is permitted to complete the personality test interview of the said 1585. So that means 233 are excluded. We have said that we want to do 1585 and we want to exclude 233.
Yes, what do you say to
Yes,
this?
Lordship. Kindly comes to page 299, Lordship. This is order dated 30th September 2022 by His Lordship Justice Subrata Talukdar and Hiranmoy Bhattacharya.
That is what you are placing.
Yes, Lordship.
Yes.
At this page, Lordship would see page 299. Lordship has recorded the submission of the commission. Lordship kindly comes
After
to,
your exclusion, 1585 was published.
Lordship, I'll come to that, Lordship. May I?
Sir, we are wanting to know
Yes,
how
Lordship,
you are aggrieved. Yes.
Yes, Lordship. There were prior to this appeal, there was this two read petitions were there, Lordship, before Lordship Justice Ganguly.
We are not concerned. You are coming up in review.
Yes, Lordship.
Any person can come up in review.
Yes, Lordship.
But you have to show that you have been prejudiced by
Yes,
this
Lordship.
order.
I'm coming to that,
Where is your prejudice?
Lordship.
If you had been prejudiced, you did not, this order was passed way back on. This order was
28th
passed
August.
on say 30th of September 2020.
Lordship, but it was never intimated to us. There was no way of knowing that we had been removed, Lordship. That is my point, Lordship.
So
we
that
never
you
knew.
should have taken some step when the appeal was being heard.
Lordship, kindly, Lordship.
We cannot believe you, sir.
Lordship, I'll show you through the document.
What is the belief? MBR 2, this repetition was disposed of in 24. Are you meaning to say that for 2 years you had no knowledge whatsoever?
No, Lordship. As soon as the order was judgment and order by your Lordships were passed, Lordship, we had come up in this review, Lordship.
Sorry, sir.
Lordship, kindly takes my kindly.
As an advocate or appeal করেছে ওই ব্যাপারটা ওর application of addition of partition.
Lordship, this
You made an application for addition of party.
In that matter, Rajiv Bombo, you appear.
Lordship, no, Lordship. The
You
applicants
appear,
before,
you not appear.
no, Lordship, not
Huh?
Lordship.
No
These
application,
applicants,
addition of
some of
party
the, I'll come to that as well.
Huh?
I'll come to that as well, Lordship. Kindly allow me.
No, not as a petitioner, as an advocate.
Lordship, in some other way, Lordship. I'll come to that. I'll come to that, Lordship.
I have
Lordship,
seen
there
the application.
1463 applicants, candidates were removed by another affidavit dated 27th March 2022, 2023, Lordship.
All right, let them. You have given the exception. There is no
Lordship,
urgency.
just this statement of averment of this 1585 being
No,
allowed,
we
Lordship,
are
that was
asking a simple question.
Yes, Lordship.
2022 was the removal. 2024 was the final order. And the issue has been settled.
Lordship.
Now you are saying that you are aggrieved by an order which was passed in course of the hearing of the appeal.
No order was passed, Lordship. I'll show you that only, Lordship.
That
Kindly
is
allow.
a question of adjudication. Whether order was passed, you are aggrieved by that order of September 2022. But your contention is I had no
I'm
knowledge
not been
about.
agreed by that order, Lordship.
You are aggrieved by that
No,
order
Lordship,
because
no,
after
no, Lordship.
233 exclusion,
Exclusion,
1585 came.
1585 came by way of grievance redressal method, which was a separate way of incorporating more candidates who were eligible. Earlier, 15,364 candidates whose name had appeared
You
in the
call
interview
your
list.
senior. You call your senior.
My lord, kindly,
Time waste করে যাবে।
my lord, kindly passes it over. Well, he is on his legs, Lordship.
shall hear. Today we shall hear from you. Tomorrow again your
My-
senior will come, we shall hear from
My
your
senior
senior.
is on his legs, Lordship. Kindly passes it over. He'll come.
So
No, we are sitting idle, na? We are the only
No, no, sir.
persons who sit idle.
I bow down. I bow down.
Let the exception to the supplementary affidavit as filed on behalf let the Mr.
Lordship, may I be permitted? The affidavit of service earlier was not submitted, Lordship.
উপরে দিয়ে দিও earlier was recorded.
May I just submit, Lordship, this?
Yes.
Frank, Lordship, may I just submit this, Lordship? This statement that 1585 were allowed after precluding us, that is a wrong statement, Lordship. I can.
Even in the final judgment, 223 have been dealt with. I will show it on when the matter is heard.
Yes, next.
My lord, I am appearing for the petition in this matter, my lord.
Number?
আগেরটার কস্ট টাইটেলটা দেখো না কি ছিল। Yes.
My lord, I am appearing for the petition in this matter. My lord, it is a contempt application. But the order of your lordships on 28th August 2024 has not been, my lord, implemented by the respondent contemnant number 1. If your lordships kindly come to, my lord, page 43, the lordships will find your lordships judgment. This is your lordships judgment. Now, my lord, the direction part your lordships will find from page 89. Page 89. Yes, let page 89. Kindly come to internal page 47. Now, my lord, accordingly, this court directs the commission to prepare and publish the final merit list and the panel in terms of Rule 12.5 and Rule 12.6 of the 2016 rule, respectively, of the 14,052 candidates in accordance with law with the 4 weeks from date. Within a period of 4 weeks thereafter, the commission shall hold counseling and recommended all the 14,052 candidates who appeared in the PT. Upon such recommendation, the appointment letter shall be issued to the said candidates by the competent authority within a period of 4 weeks thereafter in accordance with law. Now, my lord, in this case, my lord, Supreme Court upheld your lordship's order that your lordships will get it from page 90. Page 90.
Who are you, Mr. Bandyopadhyay?
My lord, I have been declared as a candidate. My name has been published in the merit list in terms of your lordship's order. That your lordships
Is the problem?
kindly come to page 92.
Selected candidate.
Selected candidate I am.
Page
Up- Page 92. It starts from page 92.
কি বলেছে? Yes.
In terms of your lordship's order.
Yeah.
And then, my lord, your lordships will find my name is featured in the merit list at page 93.
138, 132.
132.
সুশান্ত ঘোষ, yes.
Yes. Now, my lord, 5 rounds of counselings have been done by the WSSC, but counseling has not been done in my case and appointment has not been given. My lord, para 17, I have said 5 rounds of counselings have been done. Lordships kindly come to page
31.
Paragraph 17.
17 and page 31.
Page 17, my lord.
Paragraph
Paragraph 17 page.
Yes.
After the publication of the merit list, the commission was directed to hold counseling and recommended all the 14,052 candidates who appeared in the personality test, and the commission has since then held 4 rounds of counseling, through which more than 12,000 similarly situated candidates like the applicants have been counseled, 9,400 appointed. Now, however, in none of the 4 rounds of counseling held by the commission was the applicant called for counseling or was recommended.
So what happened, Dr. Pathak?
My lord, we have held 5 rounds of counseling as my learned senior friend just submitted. And we have recommended almost 12,000. We have called for. Now, what has happened here is that still the panel is alive. And for
Dr. Patro, why you
No,
must have called him?
No,
or
no,
what?
not yet, not yet. The various phases of counseling, they are for filling up the non-joining posts. So that is going on. What your lordship
no.
had observed, if my lord would
No,
kindly.
no, he is in the select list, na?
Yes.
So was he called for counseling?
No, no, not yet.
Why?
not
Why?
yet. The main reason is because we do not have matching vacancies. We do not have vacancies. Kindly
That was
just,
your list.
no,
On that
no,
list, there was a matching
let me
vacancy.
kindly just place, let me kindly place. Lordships, kindly see page 46. Just kindly see page 46. I mean page 88, page 46 of the judgment.
No, no, you are taking us through the judgment, na? That is a different question altogether.
No, I'm explaining that why
No,
till date we have not managed to accommodate this particular.
Will you accommodate or not, tell us?
No, no.
Will you call him for counseling or not?
We since the direction is there, your lordship said what was the observation of the court, because some of the candidates are in the panel, the remaining candidates are in the waiting list. That is the merit list. Your lordships observed that since we had more vacancies than the number of candidates, 14,339 vacancies, candidates 14,052. So lesser candidates. Then all will get a chance for counseling, and therefore we should call them all. Now the difficulty is that due to different categories, we are not managing to match the remaining vacancies with the leftover candidates. We have about 1,000.
He is not a leftover candidate.
No,
He
no,
was in the panel.
Yes, he was in the merit list, but he was in the waiting list part.
No, no, he was not.
No, there's no voting list.
No.
He's saying I am within 14,000.
Yes.
So
14,000 includes both the panel and the waiting list. The
It's
merit
a new
list,
story.
two parts, the panel and the waiting list. It
So
is to
is
be
he not
prepared,
coming-
your lordships will remember in the ratio.
No, he doesn't come within 14,000.
Yes, he does.
Then what is
14,000 is the total number of candidates, but he is in the waiting list. Kindly just let me just check.
Maybe waiting list, but we have
we have said you have to call them for 14,052 candidates for
Yes, now the
counseling.
difficulty is I have 5,000 vacancies.
We are not concerned
I
with
have-
that. We are wanting to know when you are calling him for counseling. And why not? That explanation we will take later. We will hear to you. But you call him within counseling immediately.
My lord, the counseling, it will go as per their ranks. It will go as per their ranks. So when his turn comes, he will be called in due course. That I am not disputing.
No, no, turn is over. All persons similarly situated have been called.
No. More than 1,500 are still waiting.
Out of 14,000.
Yes, 1,482 are not called for counseling yet.
It's a
1,000.
violation of
482. And the vacancies which I still have, I have a large number of vacancies. 4,945.
So what we understand from you is you are taking time, but he will be called.
No, that is not the only problem. The main problem which has now arisen, that suppose I have 1,482 candidates. Maybe one candidate, he belongs to the scheduled caste category. But the vacancy which I have belongs to an OBC A category or a scheduled tribe category or whatever. Or it is in a girls' school and the candidate is a male candidate. That is why I'm saying I'm not managing to match them. Now, if your lordships direct us, because the court has directed us to give all of them a chance of counseling and to recommend them. But my vacancies are not matching. Now, this problem can only be solved if the education department, if they...
Dr. Patro, ask your commission chairman not to take any steps where we again have to apply our mind and go back to this vacancy problem.
No, all
Please
I'm saying,
convey to
no,
your
I'm
chairman.
saying,
If now he says that I am not wanting to forget about court order, now you clarify, the education department will clarify.
not to
We are
clarify,
not going into that.
No, we're not asking for that.
You have to call him for counseling within the time.
No, we are...
This problem for vacancy matching, that is your problem. You have not preferred any review application or modification application. Our direction is 14,000 has to be called and has to be appointed. And if your chairman takes a stand to this effect, that
My
now
lord,
I
that is-
need a clarification from,
No, not a
forgetting about
clarification,
the
not a
base of our-
clarification. I'm not asking for a clarification.
you are saying that now the state government has to step in.
Yes, or else these vacancies cannot be converted.
Achha, very good. Then we will deal with your chairman. Ask him to be personally present on the next day. When after so much of battling and abiding by the list which you have produced, now you say that I have further problems, further clarification is required. This is not proper. This is not proper.
My lord, until the counseling progresses, I cannot say whether the leftover.
Yes, you take instruction and come then.
My
You
lord, on
come-
instruction, I am submitting. On
My lord-
instruction, I am submitting. We have no difficulty. We want to comply with the order. That is why there is no review. That is why there is no
We are
appeal.
keeping it on.
The appeal which my learned friend was showing, that was not our appeal. We have instantly complied with the order. But
Dr. Patro,
but I
any
cannot-
adjustment of vacancy is required, that can be taken care of by this court. But you have to comply.
yes, we want to comply.
Then
We
you
are-
comply. Why you are not doing so? You have not, vacancy will, the counseling also is not complete.
No, counseling, my lord, counseling will go on for 1 year. The counseling
Your
will go
lordships kindly come to paragraph 42 of your lordships judgment.
will have to go on for 1 year, or else I will not get the vacancies, the non-joining vacancies. The panel is alive for 1 year. The panel expires after 1 year. During 1 year, I do a particular phase of counseling. Suppose my first phase of counseling, 20 candidates are absent. I have to do a second phase.
Why didn't you call him for counseling?
His turn has not come. If I go as per rank, his turn has not come.
We will
And my-
record that. We can record that his turn has not come.
Yes, he is the second last candidate in the waiting list. His turn has not yet come. But our difficulty is,
তাহলে ওরা প্রথমে বাদ দিয়েছিল এটাতে, তাহলে
হ্যাঁ।
12,000 500
the
My lord,
You people, you always create problem.
no,
Always these persons are, you get clarification from here, from there, you're trying to upset.
no,
Thing is-
never.
But you
We are
see-
the ones who have worked the hardest to reach this stage.
so you
And
give us,
we have recommended over 12, called for counseling more than 12,000.
so when you
10,000
have,
recommended.
when you have done
But
that,
now I have run out of matching vacancies. How can I send one candidate in a vacancy which does not match? Suppose I have a male teacher. Everything matches,
this
but the
you are-
vacancy is in a girl's school.
Dr. Patro, you are all making oral submission. Where are your records then? Huh? This way you can linger.
No,
Then
I'm
you
not.
have completed.
No, it's not a question of
Then you should have
lingering.
been
In
ready
5
with-
months, we held 5 phases of counseling. That is unheard of. At such a speed, such a pace, we held 5 rounds of counseling in
So
5 months.
don't say what you have done. We want to see that the order is complied.
We also want to reach the same goal, but I require only.
So as that his position is that, and you have called for counseling, how much?
Well, that candidate
is his
will have
position?
to then bring the instruction.
Then-
Okay. But this list which my learned friend has annexed at page 93,
my lord, may I make one submission, my lord?
rank is
May I
133.
make one submission? My lord, everything will kindly come to paragraph 42 of your lordship's direction, page 89. Just page 89. He cannot argue at this stage this case. Kindly come to paragraph 40. Within a period of 4 weeks,
All
thereafter,
all.
commission, my lord, got it? The commission shall hold counseling and recommend all the 14,052 candidates. No waiting list, my lord, the story was there. Who appeared in the PT, kindly similar. Next, upon such recommended, the appointment letter shall be issued to the said government by the commission within a period of 4 weeks thereafter in accordance with law. There were 14,052 have counseling have to be made. Now he is talking about waiting list.
counseling has been made of these 14,052.
No.
No,
Has not
Ma-
been.
that's right. My case has not been counseling, has not been done. He has to do it.
Completed and
Irrespective of fact, now the new story is coming up. Waiting.
1,482 have been called for counseling. 12,482.
But they are master to confuse everyone.
9,464 recommended. That means the balance is absent.
recommended 9,000.
464. This part is complete.
So what happened to the other candidates? They did not appear.
My lord?
Apart only 9,464.
Yes, absent.
Others were all absent. Then when is his turn coming?
His turn will come subsequently as we go on and call, because
You tell us that when is your date of counseling next?
that has not yet been announced. We have just completed our
We are not
15th
doing it.
counseling. And
You take instruction and come that when is the next counseling, and on that date, how many persons will be called? On that date, you have to.
that will depend.
Here,
Hmm?
you at the time of hearing, you submitted supplementary affidavit. In your submitted, kindly come to internal page 42 of the order. The final vacancy as on 11th November 2019 were 14,339. So there was a matching, and hence you declared that this vacancy arose.
No, vacancy.
Now
Vacancy
from
does not match
from
like
that-
that.
Where is the submission of yours before us? This matching will have to be there.
Yes.
You simply cannot say appoint. Huh? Where is your argument?
No, our argument.
So you misled them.
No,
Then
not
you misled us.
No, not
You were
misled.
taking a point which was not argued by you.
No, not the,
You were taking Mr. Mukherjee was there. He said that forget everything, we are giving appointment to these persons. Did you say that vacancy matching has to be there? No, sir, don't say this to the court. We have to check up our records. You prepared the record.
no. We prepared the records, but at the time of passing judgment, what the
Tell us
direction would
whether
be-
you are at the time of passing judgment.
the direction that we will have to recommend all. This we did not visualize.
Yes,
The-
it was your
that-
submission.
That was an inference.
No
It says
inference.
that
We asked.
says that
Mr. Mukherjee specifically submitted that there is no problem with this 14,052. Dr. Patro, don't go into something which will revive closed issues.
No, I don't
And
want
this
to.
is not
what I was
expected. A
hoping
senior
for-
counsel appears before the
What
court.
I was hoping for today was that your lordships would give us at least the liberty to approach the education department so that they take back our excess vacancies and give us the matching vacancies.
That is your problem.
No.
That is your problem.
Since there was a vacancy and the vacancy should have matched with
No,
the
vacancy does
candidate,
not.
and hence you declared this vacancy and then took steps to fill up the same.
No, vacancy will not match like that because
Otherwise,
vacancy.
We are not concerned.
Okay.
You should have said that you have filed 4 affidavits.
Lordships just
What you are, Dr. Patro, what you are saying?
kindly see paragraph 41.
No, we are not.
once.
We
My
remember.
learned senior friend was placing paragraph 41. What have your lordships said? Your lordships have said that the final merit list, we shall publish the final merit list. What is the definition of final merit list? The definition of final merit list is merit list. The definition of the merit list is, in case of posts other than physical education and work education, that means then these candidates, a list of candidates.
Your argument is, I don't understand. You are a counsel.
My lord.
You submitted before the court that this is the list 14,052.
Yes.
We have vacancies more than that. So there is no problem. If you direct that 14,000 has to be appointed.
My
And
lord,
now if you say that we have not heard you properly, that is a separate aspect of the matter.
my lord, I'm not saying that.
That is
I
exactly
never
what you are
made that type of submission in any court.
You are trying to explain.
What I'm saying is that the vacancies, the number of vacancies does not always match with the number of candidates. I am given, say, 100 vacancies to fill up.
So what way?
10,000 candidates apply.
So show us where in your affidavit you have ever taken the stand about mismatch of vacancies. You have also forgotten matter is, when did we deliver the judgment?
28
My lord,
August.
You are
August
simply
28
detaining us,
August.
Dr. Patro. You are simply detaining us. We have already 15 minutes we have given to you. 28th August. 5 affidavit in opposition was filed by you
my lord.
and your senior counsel, and you were also present on all the hearing.
Lordship,
Are you going to call him for counseling or not?
my lord, we require the vacancies, the matching vacancies. I
No,
can,
then ask your chairman to be here
Yes,
before
yes.
us.
my lord, very well. Then,
Ask your chairman to be present before us.
well,
We will listen to him.
before that,
present
my
contempt
lord, before that,
application.
let me have a discussion.
You have wasted 20 minutes time. We are repeatedly asking you, you are trying to build up another case.
No, I'm
seeking-
not.
Then
I'm
why
not.
you are a responsible counsel?
My lord, I'm not.
We are not satisfied with your submission now. We ask your chairman to be personally present. He
Very well.
present
On
the
the next
contempt
day, he will
application.
come with the instruction. On the
He
next,
all right, come along with him. The present contempt application has been preferred. You are trying to.
Willful violation of the order.
your lordships are misunderstanding my intention. I am not at all trying to create any problem.
You
I'm
have
trying.
for 20 minutes told us that there is a mismatch of vacancies. Show your evidence where you have taken that stand.
That I will have to.
You are wasting the court's time. And and you are acting on his instruction. He wants to sit in appeal over us. We will take him to case issue. You're responsible counsel. Alleging violation of the judgment dated 28th August 2024.
The problem will be solved. We're not even once thinking of, we have not taken an appeal forward. We have not come up in review. We have taken a sincere attempt to comply with the order. Within 5 months, we have held 5 rounds of counseling.
One. This point has never been raised before this bench. That
And he
though
knows that.
the vacancy was declared, but there was a mismatch. There may be possibility of mismatch or anything like that. A such submission is a tantamount to say making a submission that this order cannot be complied with at this stage because of the fact there is a mismatch. Ultimately,
That is the hurdle which we are facing. Very candidly, I am saying it. Your lordships are taking it otherwise. We are not trying to mislead or play any kind of tricks with the court. We want to do it.
What more you are trying?
We want to do it.
You want to this contempt application after the main matter. It was an instruction 5 affidavits. Nowhere did this point was taken. Now you are trying to
No.
trying to go into the matter and seek a clarification from education.
This is a factual.
Anyway, we don't
position.
want to go into any altercation with you. Are you calling him for
when the main proceedings was terminated by passing a final order. Nothing you show at any line from
No,
your
that
affidavit.
at that time
From your
we did
pleading.
not visualize that this would
Although
happen.
we have declared 14,000 such and such, but actual vacancy will not be so. There may be possibility of mismatching of vacancy or anything like that.
Very well. Let me come back with the instruction.
You don't allow with your chairman.
Very well. If your lordships insist, I cannot.
Not a question of insistence.
My
It's
lord.
a question of court's desire.
Of course, of course.
We are not at your beck and call.
No,
If your lordship insists, we are passing an order.
very well.
We are not at your
Affidavit of services.
Commissioner of Services.
affidavit of
It has been served
service.
physically.
Huh?
It has been served physically.
Heard Mr. Bandyopadhyay, learned senior advocate appearing for the petitioner. Dr. Patro, learned advocate, appearing for the alleged contemners. Dr. Patro, learned advocate, appearing for the alleged contemners. Each one.
Page 24 and 25. my lord.
Huh?
Contemner's name at page 24 and 25.
Learned advocate appearing for the alleged contemners is unable to satisfy this court as to why the petitioner has not been called for counseling as yet. And why? Declare. Up to where, how many candidates have been called for counseling?
My lord, I just
12,480.
12,482.
When is the next counseling date?
That has not yet been fixed. Fifth counseling we have just concluded.
We are not satisfied with the explanation offered by Dr.
Total
আচ্ছা, petition 19 এ আছে।
Now, take it. Heard Mr. Bandyopadhyay, learned advocate appearing. Dr. Patro, learned advocate appearing for the alleged contemners, have not been able to satisfy this court as to why the petitioner has not yet been called for counseling. Though his name features, though he is one of the candidates amongst 14,052 candidates who have been directed to be recommended and appointed by the judgment dated such and such. In view thereof, this is the matter for further consideration in the daily supplementary list of this court on 29th. 29th as fixed at 2 p.m. The alleged contemners shall appear online before this court on the returnable date and time. Yes.
Deeply obliged to lords. Deeply obliged.
Okay.
পেপার বই দেওয়া আছে তো? পেপার বই দিয়েছে? পেপার বুক? আমাদের অফিস দেওয়া আছে। হ্যাঁ, পেপার বুক দেওয়া হয়নি? পেপার বুক কোর্টে 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 জমা দেওয়া কোর্টে তো জমা দেওয়া আছে। Last occasion we have handled it.
Matter relating to acquisition for metro railway.
Yes, কি হয়েছে? You have filed your paper
Yes,
book?
yes. Paper books full file.
আসেনি?
দুটো এক্সট্রা আছে তো দিয়ে দাও। আমি তো বলছি।
Under section, subsection 1 of
How
section.
long will you take, Mr. Ghosh?
No, it will take some time. It will take some time. No matter. Let me, that's not the fact.
The stay application, we said that there is no question of stay.
Anyway, we find an order, we said that we will hear.
Yes. That is why, because we submitted that.
No, last occasion, your lordship felt that it will be listed at the top. Yesterday.
If you the respective parties, please the